What's up, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be explaining my thought process in this while playing this very bad game of chess. So, the title was actually inspired by a viewer who left a comment on our video titled "How I Blundered My Queen on Move 5 and Still Won in Chess." I'm actually gonna include the link for that video in the description, so you should check that one out. So I was just waiting. I really liked that title idea, and I was just waiting until I played a very bad game to use it. And this game I think is one of my worst. So I started off with c4 to begin the English. He responded with e5, one of the most common ways to defend against this. And then I played e4 and then he brought out the bishop for to attack the f2 pawn. I was anticipating something like this, and then a scholar's mate. I feel like this is what normally did. I did want him to bring out his queen, and I would simply block against it. I really wanted to lure his queen out, so then I can go for the castle. But I was a little so I brought out the knight right away, hoping, and then to try to get to this pawn and hoping that he would bring out a queen to defend against it. Instead, he just brought out his knight, and this was actually a mistake for him. So a few moves in the game, and I'm already up by one pawn. I believe he could have brought out his queen here. I would have had to retreat the knight or something, and he would have been able to get a pawn and a check. Instead, he made a mistake of bringing out his knight, allowing me to get a trade, and he also exposed the center. Now he has no pawns in the center. He is down by one pawn, so I should easily be able to just push. And I should have easily won this game, and this would have brought my ELO all the way up to 1050, and that would have been a huge milestone in my pursuit of 1500. And by the way, if you want to see me make it to 1500, make sure to subscribe. So, seeing his weak position, I decided to defend these pawns. This pawn right here was undefended for quite a while, and I just wanted to take care of that. And then he brought out his knight out for an attack, of course defended by his bishop. I believe I didn't see this, actually. I could have easily done something like this with the bishop and blocked the attack, but what I did instead was I decided to try to kick the knight. I actually thought I was in such a good position that I thought I could easily win this, and I kind of let that get to me. So it wasn't until I actually didn't see his fork until this move. Normally, I notice my mistakes right before my opponent makes their move, but this time I actually didn't even see it. This is when I decided to bring the queen out here. I don't know what I was doing. I guess I tried to seal off his escape. I then brought out the bishop here to also help stop my opponent's bishop from being able to aid him. This led to a trade here, and then we got a check. So I moved. I knew this block here wouldn't have been a good idea, and if I had moved up the block, he could have just moved his queen down to take this pawn. So I at least made a good move there, but I would be unable to castle. But I feel like right here, a better move would have been to move the king here. That way, if his knight tried to escape, I could have taken with the queen, and if we just traded off, it would have left me with at least a knight. I feel like he still had it. I don't think he really had that much of a chance to get his knight out, so he decided to take what he could. And then I started an attack with the knight. I was trying to push, and I unfortunately had to trade queens right here, which is not what I wanted. We had a lot of trades. I didn't really like that. I was able to get one pawn back out of all this trading, which is not enough. In the game, in the game, I was kind of getting. The rest of the game was just trading and me just trying to try to get an edge back. I thought I was trying to get hope. With this pawn here, I kind of had a chance. But I just didn't really have the pieces to really promote this, and he had his king in the area, 2 rooks, and I didn't really think I could get it through. I still tried though, and I believe in the end. Oh yeah, I actually got a good trade here, so this is actually a really good move. Let me just rewind. So we move our pieces up. He moved his. I guess he wanted to apply more pressure to this pawn here, and then he was gonna push or something and force me to have to move. So this allows me to take. This gave me a chance to even it up a little bit. I decided to push a pawn here, making his pawn move and allowing me to take his rook. Now he has 2 options. He could either keep his rook or he could trade them off here. And either way, it would even up the situation. And so I ended the situation down only 1 now. I ended up having to I ended up chasing down his pawn. I didn't really want that, but after all the trading, I am now down to 1 pawn. So I try to secure it, and even though I made a good move there, I just didn't have what it took. I'm not the greatest at endgames, and in the end, I got cornered. I was actually able to hold out for a pretty long time. I was at this point right here. If he had, if he had moved his king up here like I wanted, it would have sealed me off from being able to go to any of these 4 squares, ending in a draw. So I almost got a draw out of this, but we just kind of moved around for a little bit, and at this point, I saw my best chance was to take the pawn, and then because 2 queens would have been game over immediately. So his king immediately starts chasing me, and then I kept getting backed in the corner, and then I guess I was kind of thinking of retro bull. I don't know, but I kind of juked. I thought about like a juke or something, and I kind of juked back, and that never ends well. The second I made that move, I knew it was going to be checkmate. So thank you everyone for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe. We make content like this all the time, plus many others. And if you want to see me make it to 1500, make sure to check out our future videos. And later this week, I'm going to be posting a video where I play an 18